The Hinsdale House is regarded as one of New York's most haunted places, though you wouldn't know when you first pulled up to it after a 2-mile drive up a dirt and mud road. The house breaks into view over the woods. Once you step out, the crisp mountain air hits your nose. An ambiance of crows cawing echoes in the surrounding woods. It feels peaceful. People have experienced many different occurrences here, from shadow figures, disembodied voices, unprovoked violent thoughts, even the feeling of a dark, crushing presence. Some have even encountered a strange creature in the woods that the indigenous people claimed to be a pukwudgie, known as a guardian of sacred land. Could the occurrences here be caused by satanic worship or seances held here on the property? Many who visit here believe these occurrences are due to a heavy Native American presence on the land. So before my investigation even started, I did something no one has ever done here before. I've invited Randy Green, a local Tuscarora chief, and his son Noah to the property. My hope is that their presence will awaken the spirits here, possibly giving us more insight into what is causing the dark events that take place on the land. They've agreed to dress in their full native regalia to perform song and dance in the woods next to the tree that many visitors believe they feel a native presence. An important fact I should mention is that Randy and Noah refuse to sing after dark, citing that in their culture, this is something they may never do, as it brings about evil spirits. Prior to this, Randy handmade a feather and beaded ornament to hang on the tree in honor of the native spirits that may dwell on this land. He hopes that nothing evil or negative is awoken. I'd also like to point out an interesting fact I learned the night they came to film. We were wrapping up our filming, standing around the fire and enjoying the clearest, starry sky I've ever witnessed in my life. Randy told me his ancestors migrated from North Carolina up to New York. He said they would have passed directly through these hills. Upon further investigation, I realized the land the house sits upon is directly north from the Tuscarora Nation his ancestors would have came from. Chills crawled up my spine, as I already knew of the story that when the owner of the house, Daniel Kless, dug the drainage pond, he found 2 stone arrowheads, the same that would have been used by Native Americans to hunt. He'd also described that next to the drainage pond, a local discovered what he thought to be 6 ancient burial grounds. Could these be Native American? These are the most prominent encounters here at the Hinsdale House, and I've decided to stay here, completely alone, with my cameras and equipment for an entire night, in hopes that the vulnerability of my situation brings out anything that might be here. All right. So I just got here to the Hinsdale House and I'm starting my solo investigation. We're going to start in the basement because I did just blow up the bathroom. And if this house was haunted, the first floor won't be haunted for much longer. I'm going to need a couple hours. So, right now we have full spectrum lighting going. It's been pretty active down here. So I'm going to try a few things. So the way the REM pod works is the device creates its own electromagnetic field, and if something breaks this field, the closer it gets to it, the louder the REM pod gets. So we're going to try that. Sort of creaking upstairs. Strange noises are a common occurrence at Hinsdale. Thank you for touching that. Can you back away now? There you go. Thank you. Thank you for touching that. Can you back away now? There you go. Thank you. I like to use my REM pod as a conduit. So when activity starts to flare up, I move on to something a little better. And the activity here is growing. So I figure I'll move on to my Flux device, which helps me communicate a little more thoroughly. The way this device works, when it's blinking blue, it's idling, but it has motion sensors on each side. One side lights up a green light, the other side lights up a red light. So we're going to ask for communications using this device and see if we can get anything. We'll set that right there. See if we can detect any changes. So once that starts blinking again, it means it's ready to go. So now that I showed you how to use the new device, what was that? You do understand it. What was that? You do understand, okay, green is universal for yes and red is universal for no. So the green one did just turn on. I start to realize that all the activity I'm getting is accompanied by tapping or knocking noises. Can you tell me again, are you a female or a woman or a girl? Are you a child of some sort? Yes. An immediate answer, yes. There have been people who said there is a child who hides down here. She's scared of the spirits upstairs. And they said she's a woman, but maybe she's not because she didn't answer yes. So, okay, I'll wait for that to turn blue again. Thank you for talking to me. You definitely don't have to be afraid. I always make sure to say thank you. In case I truly am addressing a spirit, I want to make sure I'm being respectful. Is this a hiding place for you? Are you down here because you like to play down here? Green. Yeah. So, thank you so much. So you do like to play down here. I wonder why. I'm getting great responses. I'm starting to get more curious though. I decide it's time for me to take out my Oculus 5 device. I'm gonna try a device that we call the Ovilus. And what this does is it runs through a word bank, and if you use your energy, you can stop this at a word to communicate with us more clearly. So the first thing that came through, it said, you can tell by my reaction, the words that just came through the Ovilus device have affected me deeply. And I can tell you, these two words are what set the tone for the rest of this investigation. It said Amanda, and then it said mostly, and then it said expect Peter. And last time I was here alone, when I was using my spirit box, a demon came through named Pete. And I will show you clips of that. Oh God. I turned the Ovilus on and the first three words are here, spirits, horrible. Okay, let's try this. Am I alone? Because I actually don't feel alone. Well, I have chills. I'm getting the like heebie-jeebies now, I usually don't. Who is Pete? You don't live here, do you? Did that just say demon? Here, do you? Did that just say demon? What? Why are you here, Pete? Why are you here, Pete the demon? Was Amanda the spirit that resides here in the basement? Was she telling me it was mostly her I was communicating with? Was she warning me to expect Peter because he was coming for me again, like he did the last time I was here alone? It's just silent. It said, expect Peter. I decide it's time to wrap up my investigation of the basement. I begin to feel like I need air. So instead of investigating the inside of the house, I decide to go outside to investigate the pond and to give me a little space from the house for now. People who've stayed here at the Hinsdale House have accounts of seeing a woman in white here at the pond. They've also heard voices, and they've seen strange lights that they say illuminates the entire surrounding woods and the field. Some have even said that they've seen something in the water, even in the middle of winter, moving around. What could these happenings be? Is there an explainable phenomenon behind them? Or is it truly something supernatural? We're here at the pond now. It's pitch black. Many have said they see a woman here, dressed in white. Nobody knows the history of why. They don't understand why she'd be here, what she would be here for. I decide to set up all my equipment on the dock, including a REM pod, a static energy meter, and a 360 motion sensor. I'm hoping that with some provocation, I might be able to get a response Or maybe I'll just find out that what people are seeing is just a natural phenomenon and there's really nothing happening out here at all. I decide to switch my 360 motion sensor for the Flux device because the wind out here seems to be affecting it, causing it to give off a ton of false readings. I'm just in a pitch black field and there's this pond right in the middle of it. Please use this device. I stay out here by the pond for well over an hour. None of my devices go off for any reason at all, and the wind is blowing pretty hard out here, which you think might give some false positives. I decide it's time to go up to the woods. We haven't gotten anything on the REM pod, nothing on the other energy sensor. So far nothing out here by the pond, and I don't have that feeling that I'm just being like surrounded. And the lady in white story is pretty common among places. It might just be something investigators say, or they see fog and they assume they see a woman. But sometimes people are just spooked. So we might be able to disprove the lady in white. So I heard a noise. We got nothing at the pond. I'm just gonna go check the house and then I'm gonna go back and we're gonna go to the backwoods, see what we can get there. But absolutely nothing at the pond. I'm hoping it wasn't like a bear trying to get in the house or something. I know I got some pizza and tuna fish in there. Oh, and a Tim Hortons. Oh, and I got a donut. That's good bear food. Looks good so far. I don't see anything really. All right. Everything is as I left it. And we're gonna go put some things down. Just because I got a lot of stuff, I don't want to carry it up the hill. And my backpack's really full, so. Once I make the trek up the backwoods, I decide to start my investigation in front of the tree that many people have said they felt Native American presence. There's a spirit here. 2 days ago, I invited an Iroquois chief here to chant and sing. He said his people came right through these mountains as they migrated up from North Carolina. Were you happy that he came? Let's see if we can make a communication. I have this device called a REM pod. All you have to do is come up to it. If you do, it'll show us that you're here. These devices I'm setting down are static energy sensors. On top of detecting the static energy, they also show you the direction that the energy is moving. So if something is moving about, we'll be able to see it. Visually, we'll be able to see it. I'm continuing my setup when I hear a strange noise. Motion, it lights up. I hear a string stopping. Motion, it lights up. I hear a string stopping. Many say these very woods are haunted by a creature named a puckwudgie, and they are known to make tapping noises just like those. It seems like activity here is already starting to grow. If you're here, we just want to communicate with you. It's at this moment that my camera picture starts to turn blue. I don't know why this would happen, and I haven't seen it happen before, but you'll see soon after this, I noticed something moving in the backwoods. Oh, I can see something there. Once I acknowledge that I can see something, for some reason the camera goes back to normal, and this doesn't happen again for the rest of the investigation. If you're here in the woods, can you show yourself using our devices because we can't see you? I feel like I hear music. As strange as that sounds. The REM pod just went off. I see you. You're here with us now. Thank you for showing yourself. Thank you for letting yourself be known. They're here with us now. Notice how some feathers on the tree start moving in a very strange way, while others don't move at all. Wow, that thing's going crazy. Thank you. Can you turn it off now? Thank you. Instant. It just feels intense in here right now. I keep feeling like I hear a very like a music. And it's always eerie being in the woods, so there's definitely a paranoia about that because it's so claustrophobic. You're here with us now. So I'm going to do something that I probably shouldn't do. I had a native chief here just 2 days ago, and he did songs and chants right here in this forest, and he hung beads and a feather on the sticks. But he said he refused to do it at night while we were shooting at night because in his culture, he said that singing and chanting at night awakens dark spirits. This went off. Maybe it's a sign that I shouldn't do this. Are you telling me? Can you turn that off if you're telling me not to play the song? Well, I didn't finish, but thank you. If you want me to play this chant, please touch that. Thank you. Okay, I'll do it. They're saying they want me to play the tune. Notice the wind begins to pick up substantially. So there's spirits here. Native spirits. We want to communicate with you, and we want you to come out and talk with us. I don't mean to provoke. Watch the bottom left of the screen. I don't mean to provoke you. I just want to call you out to this place so you can show yourself. Okay, we're gonna do this. See this? See this energy coming here? It's showing you something's moving right here. This was done by a native chief. Look at both of these going on. The REM pod and my sensor here. You can come in and communicate with us. Notice this large gust of wind pass through. Once it passes, I get a small amount of activity, but then my devices don't go off for the rest of the time I'm out here. Was this native land? Did you used to occupy this land before you were pushed out? Yes. This has been going crazy since I turned this on. Were you pushed off of this land? Did this used to be where you lived? Did you used to hunt here? I actually just started feeling very calm. Almost like this chased whatever was here away. Very strange. What I know for sure is that this calmness won't last. Randy said he dare not play his music at night as it draws in evil spirits. Was I just communicating with native spirits that left me now because they were afraid of what might be coming? I received nothing else, no activity on my REM pod or static energy sensor for the rest of my time out here in the woods. So whatever I did must have had an effect on something. If you're the Pukwudgie, can you make a noise for us? We're putting that one back in the bag for a minute. None of these have gone off. They went a little crazy at first, and then nothing's gone off since I started playing the music, really. Just right when I started it. Almost like it warded them off or chased them off. Or it could have brought up negative spirits and maybe they just left. Here, let's walk. We're going to try to take the ovulus out and see if we can get communications through that. Begin, it said. I have this device in my hand. It said begin kill. Why did you say begin kill? What is that? I could have sworn I just seen something. Why did you say begin kill? Is this where you used to hunt? Once I played the music though, I got really calm, but then I started hearing noises all outside, like something might have been coming in, and the spirits that were here left. I've been out here for a few hours now. I'm going over some audio recordings. I tried to get EVPs and nothing turned up. But in a second, you're gonna hear something that chilled me to the bone and caused me to end my investigation outside.
Holy shit! 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 What was that? Did you hear that scream? Holy shit, no way. No way, I'm out of here. What the fuck? No way. No, fuck that. Thank you for your communications. But I'm out of here. Holy shit, what was that?
You can tell I'm visibly shaken. I'm not sure what the sound was. There's a lot of things going through my head. There's also the chance that this could be a coyote.
I just heard the most ungodly scream I've ever heard in my life. Coming from the woods. This is miles and miles and miles of woods. There's nothing, there's no roads. I drove 2 miles up a dirt road to get here. I'm getting all turned around. I'm like literally terrified right now because I'm out in the fucking woods. That was unlike any, that wasn't a coyote. I've lived in the country. They don't sound like that. There's like hair standing up around my neck.
After returning to the house, I have to take a minute to myself. I need to recoup. I know that scream could have been many things. A coyote, a hawk. There's a lot of animals that make weird noises. But when you're alone in the woods, feeling claustrophobic, feeling surrounded, a noise like that really spooks you. So I had to take some time. I decide to try a few tests. I start slow, using my GS2 laser grid to shoot up the stairwell, hoping to get some sort of apparition, as the GS2 laser grid detects movement, temperature, and direction of movement. For about 20 minutes, I do the test asking questions and nothing happens, so I move on to something else I've been working on. My heart rate monitor, which is connected to a copper coil. So I set this up, and I continue to ask questions. I get no responses. It feels stale. I hear some creaking upstairs, so I decide since nothing's going on down here, I'll go up there to investigate, in hopes that the activity down here will grow as it gets later. Notice the energy move faster as I get closer to it, as if it's trying to escape before I notice. Alright, that's me setting that off. Was that going off just now? I decide to set up the flux device again. You know what it does? It lights one side up green and one side up red, depending on which one you trigger. So, I'm going to invite you to come in here, and if you are here with us, whoever you are, it's okay to come out, it's just you and me. Can you set that device? Can you set it off? Maybe make it green? Or any of the Though the device doesn't go off, I see something strange when looking at the footage. Though I'm not sure what it is, I can't say it's paranormal. Most likely a bug. Here, can you make a knocking noise? 2 knocks? Like this? If you'd like me to play music again, could you set off any one of these devices? Maybe the music box downstairs? Or the REM pod that I have on the stairs? Though none of my devices are going off at all, I noticed a shadow cross from the right side of the room to the left. I'll play that again so you can see. Stairs. Stairs. I didn't notice any of these things at the time, and I'm not getting any responses. After a while, I decide to move on to my audio recorder to see if we can get any EVPs. Alright, well, we're gonna try another way of communication using voice. So I'm going to record, and I can't really hear you or see you, but with these tools they can help me hear you and see you. If you can see me, all you have to do is come. I'm going to start recording now. All you have to do is come to this little red light and tell me your name. My name is Nick. Can you tell me why you're here? Can you tell me what goes on with the outside of this place? These lands here? I go on to ask numerous questions. Let's see, this should be good.
Yeah. All you have to do is come to this little red light.
Unfortunately, upon review, I don't receive any responses. I decide to move out of this room into the next and see if I have better luck there. So we're upstairs and we don't seem to be getting too much. Really everything's dead silent. I tried playing music again. But we're gonna try it in this room here, and I'm just gonna bring a sensor with me to see what I can maybe get. I set that up. You have this music box, so I thought you would like music. If you're in here, can you set this off? All you have to do is come near it.
Oh, there you go. Thank you. Are you moving to the left of me? Wow.
Could this be the spirit of the little girl known to occupy this room?
So do you not like to leave your room? Do you feel safe here? If you can set this off again, I'll take that as a yes. Or do you like to move around the building a little bit? I know it's hard to communicate because I can't really hear you, but we're gonna try to do an EVP, okay? So you don't have to go out there, you can just do it in here. So I'm gonna start recording, and just tell me what you want me to hear right into that red light.
Again, after asking questions and recording EVPs, I reviewed the evidence, and I received nothing. Apparently, something up here doesn't want to speak to me. It wants to hide.
So my video recorder that I have can just record.
I heard what sounded like people having a conversation down in the kitchen. It's not a place I normally investigate, as it's usually where we keep our equipment. I decide to go down and see what I can find.
You know what all my sensors do. If you walk in front of the sensors, if you touch them, they will go off. So if you're behind me, you can show your presence. First thing we're gonna do is try to get some yes or no answers. I'm gonna step back from that because I don't want to trigger it. Alright.
Pay attention to the sensor on the left of the screen.
So the way this device works, if it's blinking blue, it means it's idling. If something moves in front of it on this side, it'll light up green. If something moves in front of it on this side, it will light up red. So we're going to use that to try to have you answer some questions for us. This sensor's going off right now, and as you can see, it's moving this way slowly.
I'm going to let you watch this again from a normal camera without night vision, just to give you an idea of what I'm seeing.
It'll light up green. If something moves in front of it on this side, it will light up red. So we're going to use that to try to have you answer some questions for us. This sensor's going off right now, and as you can see, it's moving this way slowly. I actually had goosebumps before that started, which was really intense. Okay. So if you are here with me and you're willing to communicate, can you make the green light on the Flux device light up? I'm getting like a weird ringing in my ear. There's a fly buzzing in it, kind of feel it. When we're in any other room of the house, we always hear talking in here. Are you the one talking? I just heard a creaking coming from upstairs. Like someone's walking. It was like 2 steps, 3 steps. If you're upstairs, it's okay to come down.
I continue to ask questions for a while. I hear nothing and I get no responses. But soon things start to amp up.
I almost thought I heard something right there. But it almost sounded like TV, like TV background. The red light just lit up. And I heard something. Okay, is that you? Almost sounded like TV, like TV background. The red light just lit up. And I heard something. Okay, is that you?
Again, every time one of my devices seems to go off, it's accompanied with some sort of noise. I decide now that the activity is ramping up, I should pull out my audio recorder to see if I can record any EVPs. And in a few moments, you're about to hear one of the most amazing EVPs I've ever recorded.
So, I'm gonna record, and you just talk about some stuff you like. So, we're gonna try to hear you if you speak right into that red light.
This is the moment the EVP is recorded. I'll replay this all again in just a moment.
Is this a place you like to get together? Maybe with friends? Why is it so many people are drawn to this place? The REM pod on the stairs is going off behind me.
This hasn't gone off the entire time we've been inside. I ask a lot more questions. None are answered besides the first one.
We're gonna try to hear you speak right into that red light.
I didn't say that. What?
I'm gonna replay this clip in just a moment, but I'd like to point out that right before I got this voice that said look up, I heard a noise and creaking above me, and it's in this moment in realizing this that I am so happy that I didn't actually look up.
I'm gonna record, and you just talk about some stuff you like. So, we're gonna try to hear you if you speak right into that red light.
We're gonna try to hear you speak right into that red light.
What did that say?
This is the place you like to get together? Maybe with friends?
I'd like to point out that this is the only EVP I received the entire night, and it's also one of the most profound I've ever received in my entire career. A girl's voice telling me to look up right after my motion sensor went off and I heard a creak above me. Followed by that, the REM pod went off for the first time while we'd been inside. Shortly after this, I decide to move into the living room, where an event happens that chases me out of the house early, causing me to stop my investigation because I'm too scared to continue. A lot of this can point at the fact that I'm alone and I'm vulnerable. It's hard to keep your cool. It's hard not to get scared. But you can see in most situations I did my best for the sake of the investigation.
Can you turn it off now?
Holy. That was an amazing EVP. And immediately after the REM pod on the stairs started to go off, I didn't hear that and it sounded like a girl's voice. I'm going to have to analyze it later on the recording and we'll figure out what it was, but try to figure out what it said. That was amazing. I'm going to play it one more time.
Just talk about some stuff you like. We're gonna try to hear you speak right into that red light.
Wow.
Again, for my first time since encountering a demon named Peter, I'm investigating the living room at Hinsdale House alone again, using my spirit portal, the same device that encountered the demon last time. We're gonna see if we can reach out and talk to him again.
The spirit portal that I've made is called the Lotus Portal, and I built it from scratch. And what it does is it scans through AM frequency. And I say AM because the AM uses the crystal antenna, and there's a huge correlation between crystal and spirit. The audio runs through an equalizer, and what the equalizer does is it gets rid of all of the audio that's in our hearing range, and it brings up the stuff that's below our hearing range and then raises it up so I can actually hear it, and we'll be able to actually hear it and try to communicate. Whoa. I just went over there to put my camera there so it could see the motion sensor, and this says basement, soul, hell, in that order. Basement, soul, hell. There is something in the basement because we did get a lot. Can you communicate through this? Can you make the motion sensor go off again? First the green one went on, then the red one, which means something on both sides. That was something. Camera. The word camera came through. Touch. Did you touch me?
It's at this moment that my motion sensor goes off and I don't notice because I'm focusing too much on the portal. And then a shadow moves in front of my camera. Is this the spirit touching my camera? Doing exactly what it said it was going to do? Watch the bottom left of the screen.
Did you try to touch me? Or do you want to touch me? Do you want my permission to touch me? Camera touch. Did you try to touch my camera?
The portal goes silent.
The green light just went on. So you did try to touch my camera. The green light just went on. So you did try to touch my camera. Why did you try to touch my camera? Do you like them? Why did it smell burning upstairs? Why did I smell that? Very strange smell. Anytime a word like hell comes through with anything, you're dealing with something negative. And you need to be very careful, and you need to stand your ground. Very important. Especially when you're alone. Most people aren't alone in these situations, and it leaves you very vulnerable. Tell me who you are.
I'm now going to show you the last few moments of my investigation. The presence in the spirit portal continues to grow. I get more sounds.
Can you set off that REM pod if you're here with me?
You can tell I'm starting to get nervous. Something in the house is building. I continue clicking my flashlight. I can't seem to stop, probably to help my nerves.
Can you make a knocking noise somewhere in the house? Who are you that? Who's the one that's walking around down here?
Pay close attention to my final moments, building up.
You can't? Why can't you? I can't tell if that said you can't or you smell.
More clear voices start coming through the portal. I can't understand what they're saying, though.
What was that you just said? I can't. It's hard to hear sometimes live, but if I play it back, I'll be able to listen a little better. Can you say that again? Say what you're trying to say to me? I just got the chills. For like no reason. Back up? Why did I get the chills? Was that you touching me? How many of you are here? How many spirits are here right now?
You can tell my nerves are building even higher.
But it's like, for no reason, specific reason. Nick, was that my name? What else? What else do you want to tell me? I want to know why you're here. Why this place is so active. Why you can't leave. That's me. I heard something. I mean, that motion sensor is going off that light tower. But I heard like tapping noises. What did you say? There's like something building. I can just feel. Like earlier on my box, it said expect Pete. Is Pete here? Yes? Then where is he? Holy shit! Who is that? Who is that?
You can't tell in the audio, but it sounded to me like someone was trying to kick in the front door.
Who's there?
Now we're gonna listen to this from the kitchen camera that caught much better audio, but it's not night vision, so I don't have any visual. I want to point out that the second bang is me dropping my flashlight.
Holy shit!
I was 100% convinced that someone was trying to break into the house at this moment. Pay attention to what's coming through the spirit portal once I've left.
This is private property!
I seem to get responses every time I mention that this is private property, though I can't tell what's being said.
If you're behind the door, this is private property. You have to leave.
After this, I decide to start packing and conclude my investigation for the night. Was this noise the product of a demonic presence named Peter? Or was it just someone trying to explore a haunted house? Maybe they knew I was in there and wanted to mess with me. Either way, I was too scared to look out the window to see what it was. I texted Dan, who's the owner, to see if he could check the outside camera in the front. He said he didn't see anything. That sounded like to me like someone literally kicked the, I don't know, kicked the side of the building or kicked the front door or something. So I don't know. So I'm leaving, but I'm kind of afraid because I feel like someone's outside. He just sent me a picture with an arrow. No. He's pointing to something. He sent me a picture of the screenshot with an arrow. Because I said I was afraid to leave and I didn't want to look out the front window. Though my investigation was cut off, I think there's something to say about the Hinsdale House. Is it haunted? I think it might be. Could a lot of things be explained? Absolutely. There's something about this place, though. When you're here, it's peaceful and beautiful. Yet there's a darkness that hovers over it. I believe there's something to be unwrapped here. More to discover about this land, about this house, about the history. Until then, I'll leave it for you to decide.